Hello and welcome to the Band in a Box 2010.5 for Mac New Features and New Real Tracks video. In this video we're going to take a look at some of the great new features in Band in a Box 2010.5, and along the way we'll check out some of the exciting new Real Tracks. There are 101 brand new Real Track styles spread out over our new Real Track sets 83 through 101. Those sets are then grouped into Real Packs: Jazz 4, Rock and Pop 4, and Country 4. Through the video, in addition to checking out the new features in Band in a Box 2010.5, we'll also look at a few samples from each of these packs. To start off, we're listening to one of our new jazz organ styles from Real Pack Jazz 4. We've recorded real B3 organ played by a top studio jazz musician. Like all the great jazz organ players, the musician here plays both the bass lines as well as the comping. To round out the rhythm section here, we've got our Jazz Terry Clark reel drum style and our fast jazz swing groove comp guitar style, and they're all backing up a tenor sax Real Track soloist. This guitar, if I solo it, shows off a new feature in Band in a Box 2010.5. The pushes that naturally occur as part of the style are now more realistic in Band in a Box, occurring even when the chord progressions change. A new feature in Band in a Box 2010.5 is the ability to save half or double time instruments right in a Band in a Box style. For Band in a Box 2010, the half or double time feature was added for individual instruments. I'll show you an example with one of our new smooth jazz trumpet Real Track soloists. Here's a short sample of the smooth jazz cool swing 16ths trumpet soloist. This style was recorded with a swing 16ths feel at 100 beats per minute. Well, we can set this soloist to half time, meaning Band in a Box will treat it as 200 beats per minute instead. Incidentally, if you're unsure whether it should be half or double, don't worry, it will tell you if you're likely picking the wrong one. Let's play a little of this in Band in a Box. And we can hear that where the trumpet was previously playing with a 100 beat per minute groove, it's now working equally well at 200. Having an instrument at half or double time can now be saved right in a style. First, I'll save the style with a new name. I can then select Edit Existing User Style, press the Patch button. Now I'll put the soloist on the strings track, scroll down to the appropriate soloist, number 1068, and I'll enter a time base of half time here. And I'll save and exit. If I then make a new song and enter some changes, if I have that style loaded, it will automatically pick the same instrumentation and will automatically set the correct time base for the trumpet soloist. I'll demonstrate by pressing New and entering some changes. At the same time, I'll show you some great new enhancements for entering songs quickly. First, I'll type some intro chords: C major 7, A7, D minor 7, G7, and K2 to repeat those 2 bars. Now, if that's the intro, I'll want the chorus to start here, so that when repeated, it will repeat to this bar. In the past, you've had to click on the Start button to enter bar 5. But instead, I can simply type as if I was entering a chord, but instead type Begin. And we can see that it's made the changes we wanted. I also want this tune to be a bit faster, so I'll type T200. And we can see that the tempo has changed to 200. Other similar quick shortcuts include typing TK to set the key signature. TK F sharp would set it to F sharp. TK C back to C, etc. TR transposes in the same way. You can also quickly load songs or styles by typing song and then the first few characters of the song name, or style and then the style name. I'll enter a few more changes here. C major 7 for 2 bars, D7 for 2 bars, D minor 7, G7, back to C major 7, with the turnaround, A7, D minor 7, G7, and then C major 7. This isn't much of a song yet, but I'll end it here anyway. I'll simply type end to indicate that this bar is the ending bar. And let's give that a listen. You can hear that it's exactly the same instrumentation as the previous song, and with the 100 beat per minute trumpet correctly being treated as 200 beats per minute. I'm going to load the demo for the new nylon guitar bossa groove comp style from RealTrack Set 95. And I'll use this to demonstrate another new feature: the default setting to automatically find the correct tempo of real tracks if you go out of their range. This feature existed in Band in a Box 2010, but many people didn't know about it since the default was off. Since it's now on as the default, this will happen automatically. And if you don't want it to happen, you can still change the setting. So the RealTrack styles here are 140 beats per minute, and if I stretch them way down to 85, they don't sound very good with such an extreme tempo shift. But if I stop and play again to regenerate, Band in a Box intelligently determines that there were similar styles recorded at the lower tempo, which will work better here, and automatically swaps them. And if you click on the individual instruments, you can see this symbol, which indicates that a tempo swap has occurred. I'm going to use this same song to show you another new feature where jazz styles are now able to play triads, where previously if you entered C, it would play C major 7, or for C minor, it would play C minor 7. If I change the first 8 bars so it's C instead of C major 7, F instead of F major 7, I'll put D minor at 5, G, and again C at bar 7, and press play to regenerate. You can hear that we're now hearing simple triads for those chords. We're now going to check out some styles from RealPack Country 4 while we explore other new features in Band in a Box 2010.5. We're currently listening to the new Bluegrass Waltz styles from RealTrack Set 96. If we look at all the volumes, we can see that they're all set to the default of 90. This allows for some headroom for raising instruments as the upper limit is 127. Volumes can be saved in song files, but the factory default for new songs is 90. However, if you find you always prefer, say, the bass to be a bit louder, we can raise it here. Right-click on Combo and select Save Current Mix as Default. If I then press New, we'll see that my new default mix has a bass level of 110. Now, I mentioned that volume could be saved in the song files. I'll open one such song, a demo for one of our folk swing styles from RealTrack Set 101. This demo uses one of our new ukulele RealTrack styles, along with one of our new acoustic bass guitar styles. Now, this song file has volume saved, so the bass remains at 90. But if I right-click on Combo, I can load default mix. And the bass has come up in the mix to 110. There are new features in the Style Picker. You can now filter between styles with real tracks and styles that are all MIDI. This option is Only MIDI. This is Only Real Styles, or No MIDI at all. These are styles that have at least one real track style in them, but they may be a combination of MIDI and real tracks. RealPack PopRock 4 includes many new and exciting styles, some of which are multifunctional, and others are geared towards very specific subgenres. This group of styles falls under that category, with 5 hard rock LA RealTrack styles. All 5 of these styles are included in RealTrack Set 83, and it also comes with this bonus hard rock LA Real Drum style. This demo uses the bass style throughout and uses 2 of the guitars for the A section and switches to the other 2 at B. I'm going to switch the D chords at 2 and 6 so that they play pushes. With Band in a Box 2010.5, these pushes now sound more natural, with better volume balance. This demo features all of the Northern Rock ballad styles from RealTrack Set 89, also a part of the RealPack PopRock 4 group. It includes electric bass, banjo, acoustic guitar, and high-strung or Nashville tuning acoustic guitar. This type of tuning is actually the same as a 12-string guitar with the low strings removed. So if you play this style along with a standard tuned guitar, you get a similar effect as with the 12-string, but with the slightly different strumming patterns that complement each other without getting in each other's way. Some other new features in Band in a Box 2010.5 for Mac include enhancements to the rendering dialog. You can now add a decibel amount to the whole mix so that the mix will be louder or softer. There is automatic peak limiting added so that the music will not distort if you set it too high. When you press the Real Drums button, it now gives you two options. The Real Drums Picker, which allows you to pick real tracks for the current song, or the Real Drums Preferences, which allows you to change the global settings. These features and many more await you with Band in a Box 2010.5 for Mac.